Hello gamers, this is GamerX here and welcome back to another video, and I am super excited to talk about this with y'all because this is my favorite time of the year, well, one of my favorite times of the year. Heroes collabing with Dokkan. I seen a lot of people, dude, like downplay Heroes so much, saying the units suck and it's not hype and it's not cool. Dude, listen, I don't care what y'all say, I love this. I think this is good for the game. It's just fun, and we get so many freaking characters, so we get so many buffs for so many different teams. It's like, it's so cool. And that's why I'm doing a video about it, to talk about it, because I am genuinely so excited and I want to go over everything that we know at the moment that we are getting. Probably sometime next week, between Monday to Friday is when I expect it. Probably closer to Monday though, because of a GP data download that they got last night. But yeah, I mean, we got a V-Jump skin today, and there's a lot. There is a lot here to talk about, so... I wrote a notepad of every single thing that we're getting, and I'm also going to show it as well so y'all know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot here to talk about, so... so we're getting a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku Xeno, and a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Xeno. What's the technical term Gresh uses? Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limits Broken. I'm just gonna call it Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. That's what I'm gonna call it. By the way, I did get the translations for all this from the boy Gresh. I just wrote it down in a notepad, so I had everything here at the ready. So yeah, we have the two Super Saiyan 4s. We have Super Hertz, who is confirmed has an active skill. The first Heroes character that has an active skill. We have, and then the two new characters. We already know about these three from tweets from the JP and Global Dokkan. They showed off the three characters at the top. But the two new ones to us are Golden Metal Cooler, and apparently it's called Janemba Reconstructed, according to Gresh. So, I mean, that's probably what it is called. And that's 6 characters. Now, usually Heroes always has one headliner, right? And I know y'all are looking at this and you're thinking, oh, well, there's 6 characters, we're not going to get more. Well, I have the banners up from previous years of Dokkan Heroes collabs, and I can to kind of go over. So last year, God Trunks was the headliner, and then we got 5 characters. The year before, 2020, we got 6 characters. The headliner being Vegito. And then in 2019, we got 6 characters. I don't remember who they used as the headliner here. It probably was Cumber or Fu. And then in 2018, we actually got 7 characters. So because of the fact that Heroes has had 7 characters, I do think it is very, very possible that we will get another character, and that will be the headliner. Obviously they're hiding it because they don't want to reveal it. And my guess is Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I've been saying that for a very long time now. Basically ever since last year, honestly. And why do I think that? Well, it's because of this right here. Ever since 2020, they've been kind of doing a pattern. So 8th anniversary for Heroes was a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. 2020, we got Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Dokkan. 9th anniversary for Heroes, God Trunks. Then, what did we get last year? God Trunks. And then the anniversary right after is Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So I would assume and bet that the main headliner is going to be a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I guess it could be anything, but based on the past 2 years, and based on the fact that we're getting 2 Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, it would just make the most sense to get him. And also, since Global and JP have not gotten anything about an LR, especially Global, which is weird, because Global had a LR, you know, Golden Frieza for the ROF Blues. You know, since we haven't seen or heard anything about him coming out and JP does not seem to be getting an LR, I would actually assume that they're gonna actually give Heroes an LR for the first time, so who better to give it to than Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So, going back, recap, confirmed. All these things are confirmed, and it is confirmed that Hearts has an active skill. And my guess is there's going to be another character. It's going to be the headliner. It's going to be a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito based off of that little image I showed you guys. And I feel like he's also going to be the first Heroes LR, which is cool. I mean, the first Heroes character to have an active, and then the first Heroes character to be an LR. I think that's really, really cool. I do hope they keep the banner format the exact same. Like the whole do a multi and you guaranteed get a featured character. And then also keep all the SSRs as just hero characters. I feel like that, I really hope they keep that, even if there's an LR. I feel like they still probably would though, but I mean, we'll see. So yeah, that's basically like all we know about the summonable characters, and that's my guesses. I don't think we'll get another summonable character. I think there's just one hidden, and that is the main headliner character. And then we have Awakenings, which the Global Dokkan, well, we had a JP livestream, and then the Global Dokkan tweeted it out. For Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Supreme Kai of Time, Brainwashed, and Robel. I can quickly go over these characters and what they do. So, we have Robel, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. Yeah, I have Heroes open where he's STR. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have an Awakening. Huh, it's stupid. And then Supreme Kai Time Washed. So, Robel, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about characters because I don't want this video to be 20 years long, because I could ramble about this forever, but I mean, she's got decent buffs throughout her kit. She raises attack and defense, seals, she has an orb changer, she has a 50% chance to dodge, and she has a 50% chance of a scouter if there's a hero's character in the same turn. So I think honestly she just has a very good base set for a kit, and I think she's going to be really, really good when she awakens. Next we have Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. I think he also could be very good. I don't like when they do the whole super effective and crit on top of each other thing, but I mean, he guaranteed crits at full health basically, and then guaranteed super effective 80% or higher. So I mean, yeah, he is pretty basic though with his stats. Basically his main draw is the crit and super effective, so hopefully they give him a lot of defensive utility on top of that, but I mean, he's going to be hitting hard regardless. And Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, he has damage reduction with Giant 8 power characters. Obviously that's going to help with all the Super Saiyan 4 characters that are, you know, awakening and releasing, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then the high chance stun is pretty good, nice for like Super Battle Road mainly though. Yeah. And then finally Supreme Kai of Time Brainwash. I feel like this character can actually still be good now. Like, I have her, and I don't have her max links or anything, because I mean, she was going to awaken at some point. I didn't expect it to be this soon, but I knew she was going to awaken, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to link level her. I mean, she can get really, like, for an SSR, she can hit really hard and get a reasonably high defense, so, I mean, with her massively raising, and then all the buffs she's getting throughout her passive, I mean, literally just add defense on top of all this, and then maybe make her a little more red zone friendly, to where, because, like, you can't debuff in all the red zones, so maybe a little more red zone friendly. buff this like medium chance, and like she could be really good. I mean, she's again lowering attack and defense. She's massively raising. She has a chance to stun all enemies, and then she's getting so many buffs. Like literally, she can hit like 6 mil. My Supreme Kai time, she might have one dupe. I think she can hit like 6 mil with like 400k defense or something. It's the 500k defense. Like she's freaking nuts as an SSR. I'm super excited to see what they do with her. So yeah, that's all the characters that are awakening that we know of. And then down here, we have the free-to-play character. Actually, no, we'll do the EZAS, then we'll do her. We'll talk about the free-to-play character. So down here it confirms there's going to be some EZA characters. Goresh says in his thing that there's going to be these 4 and then 4 more characters. If we look, I have them written down. We have Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Vegeta, Super Saiyan Cumber Giant Ape, Superfu, and then the 4 undisclosed characters. And then obviously I had the awakened characters. I just didn't use it because I just used the the Twitter for it. So if we pull up these characters real quick, so we want Vegeta, Goku, Cumber, and Fu, and then there's 4 more. I'll talk about what I think the other 4 could be. This Vegeta's pretty good. He can hit decently hard, and he has a good crit chance. Back when he first came out, he was a really good hard hitter. So obviously I'm hoping, you know, that increases as well, but also that they give him more defensive utility, like greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. And then some other defensive utility in here as well, because as we all know, defense is better than offense. So even if this guy is hitting like 10 mil, 20 mil, whatever, if he has no defense, he's going to be kind of useless, so I hope he gets defense. No, this guy is going to be insane, dude, because he has guard and damage reduction with heroes characters. I mean, literally with the stats increase, with like all this getting buffed, it's just like he has the potential to be one of the best tanks in the game because of the guard and the damage reduction. Like if he gets defense here, and then they buff his damage reduction a tiny bit, and the stat increase, like, oh, he's gonna be insane. Super Saiyan Great Ape Cumber, I mean, he's pretty basic. There's a lot they could do with him, so I'm not really going to talk about him too much. But yeah, it's nice for Giant Form, Time Traveler, Heroes, Giant Ape Power, you know, all these categories to get a buff. This guy actually was the trump card many people used to beat Giant Form Super Battle Road when that first came out. And then finally Fu, I mean, he gets attack and defense here, they could buff that, he seals, he gets dodge, maybe they could upgrade his dodge chance and then maybe make it less restrictive. We'll see, but all good characters. So what are the other 4 that could, you know, EZA? So if we're looking at the characters that are EZAing, it's basically these characters. These 2, actually, yeah, we'll go back to 2018. We have the 2 Super Saiyan 3s, and then we have Fu and Cumber. So there's a lot of characters that could EZA. I think these 3 are already EZA'd. So honestly, my guess, personally, it's probably 4 of these 5 characters. I don't know who. I mean, Supreme Kai of Time Unleashed, Power of Time Unleashed would be very good because of her. She is, actually pull her up. She massively raises defense, and then she's a really good support unit, so her getting an EZA would be very impactful for basically just every team she's on. I mean, Patara needs it, Realm of Gods needs it, Time Travelers needs it. literally all of these teams could use like a really good dominant defensive support unit. So like if they give her dodge, guard, on top of like her having this, like she could be really good. In terms of the other four, these two work really well together, even still. Now let me pull up their awakened versions. Like he gets so much defense after attacking, and he like crits and all that fun stuff, and he almost basically guaranteed auto supers due to his key mechanics. And then this guy having guard and extra defense after getting hit, and then also recovering HP, very good as a slot 1 character. So these two, EZAing would be very good. And then Super Mira and what is it? Demigra Makiyaki form? I can't pronounce these, I'm sorry. I mean, you know, these two obviously would be good. Villains getting better characters is always a good thing. I mean, he's a support. He's pretty basic aside from that, but like a support unit, you know, that's very good. And then Super Mira greatly stacks defense. Like he could be good, like with an easy. So I think a lot of these characters honestly could be very good. I don't know who they're gonna pick, but I think it's gonna be 4 of these 5 right here. I don't think they're gonna do. They could do Golden Kohler. It is possible, and I wouldn't mind it. But I think due to the fact that there's like these 5 have not EZA'd yet, and it's 4, I feel like they're gonna choose 4 from this. Or I could be wrong. Maybe they do like Supreme Kai, Golden Kohler, and then I don't know, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Broly or something. I don't know. Or like Demon Goddess Toa and Deborah. I don't know. I feel like though it probably would be like maybe like these 4, basically 4 of these 5. That's my guess. Yeah. And now going back, we have the free-to-play character. So right here, this is the free-to-play character this year. Apparently her name is Lags. No idea. She could be very good. She could be bad. Who knows? Demon Goddess Poutine from last year was very good. Not in like in like Red Zone. Most characters weren't though. But very good in like Super Battle Road-esque stages. So she could be very good. And then the second to final thing, or the final thing in terms of characters, every Heroes character except for the one that is currently coming out is getting an EZA. So Great Saiyaman 4, Alms, 3rd form, Demon God Salsa, Demon Goddess Poutine, I think I overrun her twice, and Cumber are all EZAing. If it will load. Give it a minute. Alright, we'll talk about them as they load. Great Saiyaman 4, he's stacking, he's support. Double support actually, so you know he could be very, very good. Again, good buff for all these bad teams. Alm's 3rd form, he is basically the villain support counterpart to Great Saiyaman 4. Again, could be very good. Hopefully he gets stacking like Great Saiyaman 4 did. He'll be very good. Demon God Salsa is very basic, but he does greatly raise defense, and he has a chance to dodge with crossover, so they can like buff this up a lot and, you know, maybe greatly raise attack and defense, or stacking. Like, this guy could be very good. And then, hold up, this guy, Cumber, he wants to be running slot 1, and he is, again, a support unit. Hopefully they would give him like damage reduction or dodge or something, if they keep the first turn condition, but he does stack, which is, again, useful. And finally, Demon Goddess Poutine, who honestly is probably, if she gets a 200% with the Heroes characters, which I feel like they're going to do a 200% Heroes lead, I feel like she'd still be decent, but she's getting an easy. I mean, she's very, very good for Super Battle Road content. and Battlefield, so, you know, making her even better I think would be good. I would like it if she's red zone viable, but that's not really her job. Her job is to like support and help in like Super Battle Road-esque content. Oh, and final thing, there is going to be a Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ultimate Red Zone event, where you can get a limited title, which is really cool. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot of stuff. If we're talking about the character, so let's include my prediction in here that we're going to get a headliner Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. How many characters are we getting? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, I can't count. This whole time I'm like, oh, there's gonna be 7 characters. These are 5. There's 5 characters here. So, and last year we got 5, and then the year before we got 6. So I could have just used this. I didn't need to say. Well, I guess my point still stands. There could be 7 characters. There could be up to 7 characters at least. I mean, they could change it and just make like 10. But my point still stands about that, but never mind. Yeah, 2020 there were 6 characters, so I forget I said anything. Can't believe I did that. But if we're looking, there is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, another 4, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There is going to be 24 new characters. Well, okay, not new, but 24 new kit / new characters when Heroes comes out. 24 characters. That's nuts. And literally only 6 of them are new. The rest of them are older characters getting Awakenings, EZAs, a free-to-play unit, and then free-to-play unit EZAs. Like literally 18 characters that have been out for a year or longer. One of which is a new free-to-play unit coming out, but I mean, this is just insanity, dude. Like, there's gonna be so many characters, and again, there's going to be so many buffs. Janemba Reconstructed, for example. He's going to be very good for LR Janemba. And since he's a Janemba character, he's most likely going to be good with, like, you know, the Kohlers, and he's probably going to be on Kohler's team. And, you know, we all know Janembas have, like, most of the time guard and or dodge, so, like, he could be very, very good. Golden Metal Kohler. We already know Kohler's team is very, very good. You have Metal Kohler, LR Final Form Kohler, EZA, STR Kohler, all the free-to-play Metal Kohlers. Eventually Global will get the LR Metal Kohler EZA, or Metal Kohler Army EZA. So you have all these Kohlers, and then if Golden Kohler gets his EZA, and then this guy, like, he's gonna be in a perfect spot on Kohler's team. The Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s will work well with the headliner if that's what he is, and then they'll also work well with the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, and the LR Super Saiyan 4s. And then we look at this, like, Supreme Kai Time Brainwashed, Rebel, good for, like, the villain-esque teams, all these free-to-play units helping out their various teams. Like, there's just... Heroes is such a good time because... you get unique characters. No, every time we get a Heroes character, it is a new named character. I know we have the same name update now, but it's still nice to get new named characters because it just makes teams more cohesive and it makes teams work together better, and you have more options to choose from instead of just like 20 of the same name character. There are so many characters that come out for you to play with. The banners are always good because why? Because you get a guaranteed featured every multi, and it's only the Heroes SSR. So this is like, obviously this is the only time to get Heroes characters, but they make it so where like you have a very good shot at getting a lot of Heroes characters. And, you know, I know a lot of people look at last year and they're like, oh, the Heroes characters didn't really age that well, you know. Listen, that is not Heroes' fault. That is because of Red Zone. Red Zone aged out 7th anniversary power creep, aged out more than just the Heroes characters, like AGL Trunks, every character before AGL Trunks, Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 2/3 Goku. Like, a lot of characters got like power crept like crazy because of 7th anniversary power creep. Was not just Heroes eras. And I would argue, when these characters came out, they were really, really good. And even when Red Zone came out, you could still use them in some of the Red Zone stages. It's not like they were liabilities. Like, genuinely, you could probably beat like Omega, Shenron, and Broly with the Heroes team if you really wanted to. Would it be hard? Yes. Would it be easier with other teams? Of course. But people act like these characters are zeros, and that was not the case at all. And does everyone forget in 2020, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Broly were in the top 10 TURs for a decent amount of time. And then Broly eventually got kicked off, but Super Saiyan 4 Vegito was still in the top 10 for quite a while after he came out. So, like, with this being the first hero celebration to where we're getting an active skill character, and most likely the first hero celebration where we're getting a Heroes LR, I'd say it's very likely that these characters are gonna age. I don't want to jinx it, but it really feels like these are gonna be, I mean, it's been a year, so obviously they're just going to keep getting better and better, but these are going to be like the best Heroes characters, and potentially could be one of the best Heroes like metas ever in Dokkan. Now again, I don't want to gas it up and then it ends up being bad, but I mean, we're most likely getting an LR. Hearts has an active. We're getting 20 plus characters, and Red Zone is a thing, and 200% leads are a thing, so we are going to get a 200% Heroes-led team at the very least. Like, I feel like these Heroes characters are going to be very good, and I feel like the Heroes team as a whole is going to be very good, very fun. So don't let people be like, oh, the Heroes units are gonna suck. Like, I don't think that's the case. Again, last year the Heroes characters did not suck. They were actually pretty good. If you use them, they actually were pretty dang solid. Did they get power cut by 7th year? Yes, but most characters did. And then the year before that, they actually were good and didn't get power crept as fast as the Heroes characters last year did. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Broly were in the top 10 for a while, and then Broly got kicked off, but then Vegito was still in the top 10 for a while. So, let's relax, let's chill, so that's basically all I wanted to talk about. This video sadly went on longer than I expected it to, wanted it to, but I just really, really wanted to talk about the Heroes characters and the hero stuff that's coming out. I will be streaming summons for these guys. I don't want to use all my stones, but I mean, I love Heroes so much that I might use all my stones. We'll see. Regardless though, I am gonna go I'm gonna do a lot of summons regardless. And then we're gonna test out, the Heroes Red Zone. We're gonna see the characters as they come out over the next week. Basically, over the next week, we'll probably see all the characters' animations, kits, all the characters in their full, the stats, banner, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are as well. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified any future uploads that I do. Make sure to like and comment. Let me know how you feel about the hero stuff. I am, again, so excited for this. You can head to the description to find a link to my Twitch. I've been streaming over there a decent amount. I will be streaming all the summons for these guys when they come out, and then turning into a YouTube video. You don't have to check it out, but it is there if you want to see more stuff from me. And also, hopefully y'all have been enjoying the Sonic Frontiers videos. I'm doing my best to get those out as fast as possible, but not like overworking myself, you know? So, yeah. I'm gonna go. Hope you all have a fantastic day or night, wherever it is where you are, and make sure, as always, to have yourselves a damn good one. Take care, guys.